After 8 years, ladies and gentlemen, you asked for it. DanGheesling.shop available for the next 7 days, ladies and gentlemen. A couple things we got to talk. We'll go through it real quick. And super excited. It's been a lot. But I hope you guys like it. All right, so first we'll talk about real quick. So what is it? So this is, Jay's been working on this for a while. We've done some tweaks. You've seen some of it. So this is the shirt that you guys have seen, where this is what I'll be wearing officially on the show from now until the end of time. 2 colorations, black and red, little 596 on the back. Got one right here. The link is DanGheesling.shop. So right there, that's what it looks like. You know, I'm like really proud of this. Like, Jay went all out, and the first drop we're like, all right, hey, let's roll like this. So that's that. This is the red sauce long sleeve. So this is on the back. I mean, let's just call it what it is.
Whoa, nice drip.
So we got long sleeve t-shirt. You got the clean hoodie. So like, to me, this is what, like, if you're like, hey, I don't like a ton of sauce, you're like kind of like understated. Like, this is one of your 2 options. So this is embroideration. And pretty clean. It's called the Cleanicity. So that's embroidered. And then this is kind of like the full sauce. So this is a little bit different. You got the gold on the arm, and this is like, so here's an example of it. The one you're gonna get is gonna be more gradient. Smells good, but yeah. So if you're like, I feel like if you're like more understated, you're like, oh, yo, the embroider is my move. If you like a lot of sauce, you can do that. Honestly, I'm fired up about it all. But like, this to me, I'm like, this has got to be right. The hat has got to be right. And in terms of like what we were looking for with the hat is
nice drip.
Sorry, I just want to get a good song here. So what the hat is like,
whoa, nice drip.
let me try to show you here. What I liked about the hat is, like, you guys know I've been wearing this hat for like 3 years, but the material is like not like typical like stiff
nice
dad hat. It's like a nice like breathableicity. And so we went through a bunch of hats, and this is like, material wise is the exact same, and fit wise is it's right there. So even if you like dad hats, it like has a similar fit, but the material is just, in my opinion, way better. And then there's only 70 of these, and I don't have one, so I got to make sure I reserve one.
Whoa, nice
So this is the mug. You're like, oh yeah, that's a cool mug, you know? But on the back side of the mug,
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Holy
so I got Jay, save one of those for me, please. So anyways, so I'm excited about it. Hope you guys really enjoy it. We put some time and thought into this, and it's been like, we haven't done anything like this in 8 years. So I hope you guys like it. It's definitely an experiment. I'm excited to do this, and it's a great way to like support the show and the channel and get something cool in the process. But end of the goal, like, I wrote down like a bunch of like things, and like the number one thing that I cared about is that you guys like it. Yeah, so I appreciate the support, guys. It'll be live for the next 7 days, so it'll end next Monday, and then this will never be out again like this. So I gotta buy a couple too. So yeah, so if you can go to DanGheesling.shop to access it. But thank you guys. So I'm gonna be like
In the
and I went through, like, a little bit,
596
'cause you guys know me. I'm
Golden
very
Loot.
like cautious to do anything or push anything.
In the
But I'm like,
596
we do this once a year,
Golden
so there's
Loot.
gonna be like, we got the pop-ups and stuff like that. I don't know, we're gonna just play it by ear, but my thing is too is that I don't want like 8 days from now someone's like, hey Dan, when are you doing merch? And I'm like, you just missed it. So ultimately I put that on myself. So the alerts are loud, I can turn those down for sure. Oh, it's so loud. I'm sorry. I turned him down. You couldn't hear anything I was saying. So anyways, so what I was saying is like the two most important things are, one, that you like it, and number two is that we don't, we've never done this in 8 years, and I don't foresee doing it, for a while after this. So I just want to make sure that like someone doesn't come in on the 8th day, right? This is only open for 7 days, to be like, hey Dan, I didn't get any merch. Like, when are you doing merch again? I'm like, so I'm going to be talking about it a little bit. I'm going to try not to be obnoxious about it, but I just want to make sure everyone that wants to know about it knows about it. So thank you guys. And big shout out to Wolves in My Door, designed the whole thing. So like we went back and forth about like a couple designs, and for this one, we just want to see how it goes, and then if we ever do another one somewhere in the distant future, it'll probably be like a little bit more avant-garde. So yeah, so thank you guys for the support, and I appreciate it. So you guys can check that out. Could you at least do a short reminder every day that you're live? Yeah, I will. Like I'll make sure that you'll know every day. So yeah, so and like and the other thing too is like I'm gonna be heavily like, because I didn't see a ton of the initial feedback, but I'm gonna go back and watch the VOD feedback, and if there's anything you like or don't like or would like to see in the future, like ultimately is I just want you guys to like it. So if there's stuff that you're like, oh, this was cool, and I wish we had this in the future, I just want to do that. So but yeah, thank you guys. So I appreciate you guys allowing me to do this, and hope you enjoy it. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, is there a link in chat for the merch? Good question. I am gonna have a bot that goes off. Like what the typical one, because I wanted to do that. But thank you guys for all the love. And the funny thing is, like, I know like I can't hear the alerts, I can see the alerts, and it looks like it's going pretty crazy. So thank you guys. But there will be I'll remind you, and my thing is I just want to walk a fine line of not being annoying. So I'm telling you, the hat is just tremendous wood. Like, I'm super excited about the hat, because I think it checks the box of like, if you like to wear dad hats, but if you're also like me and like, so here like a normal dad hat is like super like flat. So all right, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for dialing in, and let's get to the second port